So pretty much what we've been talking about here now for the past few minutes as we're trying to get back in the groove of things after Ethan's been in an incubation period for the past week. There's a couple theories when it comes to working out, right, Ethan?
Yeah, 100%.
And when I say a couple theories, I mean there's literally thousands of theories, depending on who you talk to, about what is the best way to work out.
It's like science.
Yeah,
It's like science or something. I don't know.
And you know, if you even look at like this, I heard this stat the other day. The top 1% of earning people in the world, like let's even go into like men, like earning men in the world, like businessmen, average about 10% body fat, right?
Okay.
So pretty decent, pretty good, right?
So I need to lose weight.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying pretty good.
Yeah.
There's not like a bunch of those guys running around looking like Arnold or Dwayne or, fill in the name bodybuilder for the most part. So your boy, last end of the quarter, I said like I could have been a lot better working out. For the first time in my life, not that I'm burnt out of like the gym grind. I'm not. I'm an advocate of the gym. I love the gym. The gym has done a lot for me. I've built a lot of stuff in the gym as far as just like character and friendships and relationships and connections and everything.
Hey,
Anyway.
Gunner, you have an at-home gym now.
I got an at-home gym. I spent, $5,000 on an at-home gym.
Yeah.
Barbells, rack, flooring,
That was
plates.
the fall of the Gunner Miller.
Yeah, that
and
was
the rise of whatever this is.
Well, no, see, that was COVID, Gunner. That was like, hey, the gyms are shut down. I was like, well, no, they're not. And
I'm going to still work out.
And then the gyms opened back up, and I was like, hey, I want to go back to the gym,
Yeah.
more equipment.
Of course.
I don't know, man. So I hate to say there's like a biohack for everything, right?
You have continually said that there's a biohack for everything. What are you talking about?
Well, because there is.
Exactly.
And
we know there is.
It doesn't mean that it is the easiest thing to do per se, but
No.
it doesn't mean that it is not doable.
Yeah.
So the number one thing you got to have when you do anything is discipline. And if there's one thing that if I had a superpower that I could just like turn off and on,
yeah,
when I really want to prove a point, it's discipline. I've got that superpower.
Yeah.
I would say that's my biggest asset or my biggest skill is that if I get obsessed with something,
you get obsessed.
I'm disciplined and I'm here for it. Whether that is sitting down and watching 12 movies I like back to back or 12 shows, or that's starting a workout program or a diet or starting a new whatever it is, I'm all in, and I'm either good at it or bad at it, but I'm disciplined about it.
You're in it.
Over the years, I've done several diets. You guys have been a part of these diets. Going back and forth, I'm combining two.
Okay.
Right, because this guy that I ran across combines the two, but he also has this philosophy on working out that I'm completely against, and I'm so against it that I bought it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What is this?
I don't want to tell it. Yeah, man. So I just got a phone with my buddy, and I was like, I don't even want to tell people what it is because people know me and know what I do, and they're immediately going to make fun of me.
God, I hope it's a shake weight.
No, it's not a shake weight. All right, so let me give you a...
You don't have to tell us, but
okay.
I am curious.
I'll just say this. This machine that I'm going
how much did you spend?
So retail... It is $550.
Okay.
If you add an additional item, it's another $99.
Is it a Bowflex?
No.
Okay.
I used to have a Bowflex. I love the Bowflex, by the way.
I've heard plenty of good things.
It's just it didn't have enough resistance.
Yes.
So yeah. So I spent $700 on this.
Okay. So $700 is your baseline here.
But 4 monthly payments of like whatever, $150 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So that really doesn't, it's okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. That's gas money for the damn Raptor.
Keep forgetting you have that.
Yeah. Perfect time to get it too.
Yeah. Well.
So there's this thing, and I ran across this guy.
Just give me a name.
No, I can't because I give the name, it gives it away.
Oh, no.
This guy is completely hated by the fitness industry at the moment.
Uh-huh.
I can't even give his nickname because that gives him away.
Okay.
But he's exactly my size, pretty much. When he's 6 foot. Right now, he's about 220, 230.
Okay.
He's in his mid-40s. He didn't start getting into the best shape of his life till after he turned 40 when he created this 4 years ago.
Okay.
He got turned down by every infomercial. Like,
is it one of these things? Is it? Can you buy it off of infomercial?
No, nobody took it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody took it, and here's why nobody took it: because he's a scientist, and he would not speak in promotional terms. He would not sell it to you. He just presented data.
Okay.
And it was up to you to do with the data what you need to do with it.
Okay.
And if you're the people in the biohacking community, like if you're a guy that will listen to a podcast, then read the book, then listen to all the podcasts, then take notes from the podcast, and go read those journals also. If you're that guy, you're like, oh,
okay.
Is
it simple
sense.
Science? Or is it something you actually did have to like go in and look up and research?
So I'm not Mr. I can go out there and tell you about the universe. And I'm not the guy that's going to be able to like...
What the hell, Gunner? What am I doing?
And I'm not going to be able to like...
I thought you had all the answers.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to tell you like diseases and how to cure things. Some things.
Fair enough.
You know. But when it comes to
cure your bitchiness.
To like your bones and your muscles and working out and growth and supplementation and timing and nutrition.
Okay.
It's not that I know a lot of it. It's just that I've spent more hours of my life doing that than anything else.
Yeah.
So I have my best knowledge when it comes towards that.
You have your wheelhouse.
Yeah, we're in my wheelhouse. And this guy literally just came into my wheelhouse and just sat it on fire with every belief that I've ever been taught. Now, to a certain degree. So he says this is more for the busy professional that doesn't have time to do what is really needed in a gym, which is a really hard and intense, joint stressful, ligament stressful, injury potentially damaging workout that you need to have with the intensity that you got to have.
Okay.
Which is how I've worked out the majority of my life. When I've had my best gains, it's working out with 2 or 3 guys who are about the same size, one usually stronger or bigger.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to catch that person, so you're constantly pushing yourself to the max, to failure, doing too much weight, hurting yourself, ripping your muscles off, eating as much food as possible to throw nutrients into your body, hoping it gets there to replenish those muscles, right?
Yeah.
And then you're bloated, and then you're fat, and then you finally get to the size you want to be, to where you're like, ooh, if I cut 20 pounds, I'm gonna be ripped for summer now. Then you get ripped for summer, and then if you don't immediately do that process again within like the next 3 months, you just lose it. You can't maintain that. It's impossible.
You try and do the Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, every day.
But you look at those guys and you go, okay, they get jacked for the movie. Why? Well, they're on performance-enhancing drugs. They've got top Hollywood coaches, accountability. Oh, and they have this incentive called they're getting paid millions of dollars to play one of the coolest superheroes in a comic book.
100%.
Okay, so, and that's their legacy, what they look like on film. All right.
Exactly.
So there's the motivation. What's the motivation to be a director of sales for a logistics company in Chattanooga, Tennessee? I don't I don't wrestle much anymore. I wrestle a few times, 10 times a year, 12 times a year.
You wrestled
once
10 times last year?
Yeah. You know, one of those matches, one of the best matches in Georgia last year.
We won't talk about
it. But you know, so the motivation there was, you know, I want to look like a wrestler.
Yeah.
So I got to stay big. You know,
you got to stand by your words.
Yeah.
At this point.
And then you notice kind of last year, I started experimenting with things, and we did like the whole. I've done the 6 meals a day meal prep through Nutrition Solutions. Loved it. I was a huge advocate of it.
You were.
It was great, but it was the same meals all the time, and I was just so hungry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I've done the wake up and walk an hour, do the elliptical, and work out. And it works for a little bit, but then you just stalemate. And then it's like, okay, what else can we do? Let's try fasting. I'll do the 16-hour fast. That's easy. I'll do the 20-hour fast. All right. I'll do the 24-hour fast. And I'll just eat a bunch. I'll do the 3-day fast. And I'll just eat even more. And I wasn't really like just eating, you know, whatever. I was eating everything. So then you just like, you get lean, you get chubby. You get lean, you get soft. You get hard, you get soft. And then the carnivore diet, which I've always told people, I love the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
But the thing with the carnivore diet is it's so hard to get started with the carnivore diet because you have to go through withdrawals.
Uh-huh.
And sugar is 6 to 8 times more addicting than cocaine. So unless you're a cokehead, you wouldn't know that. But like that's the science to that. Like sugar is the most addicting drug on the planet. And that's why it's in every major corporation's food. All right. And that's why vegans, like that's why the big corporations are behind the vegan community. I'm about to get attacked behind the vegan community because the big corporations, Nabisco and those type of corporations have bought those companies that sell those type of foods to those vegans that have sugar in it. Yes, they don't have meat, but it's got sugar. Well, okay, cool.
You gotta supplement.
Yeah,
something.
and what what is going to cause growth for your insulin factors and your blood sugars and the cancers and the diabetes and all these things. What's the number one contributing factor there? I don't know any guys that just ate meat and got diabetes. I don't know. You tell me. Come holler at me. So
prove us wrong. Please.
I've done the carnivore for a while. I did the carnivore for about one strong month. Then the other 2 months, I started going to eggs also. And then I started adding cheese. And then I started adding organic whole milk. So I pretty much made my own diet and it was just animal based. So if it came from an animal, I would eat it. But then that throws carbs back into the mix. So then I got really lean on carnivore. But then here came, like I started getting a little fluffy again.
Yeah.
Just from the amount of carbs because I would... drinking a gallon of milk a day is probably not the best thing to do when you're eating 2 pounds of ribeyes. Because now you're getting carbs and fats and proteins.
Mm-hmm.
This brings me to my point.
Okay. We've gone all around.
All around it. We've covered the bases. I've done it all. I've been vegan.
Yeah.
I've been here for that. Game changers, right?
Yeah.
All this has happened here. You can go back and watch the videos. I've been 250. I've been 250 on the podcast. I've been 205 on the podcast. You boys have seen, you can pick an episode and I've been it all. All right.
Yeah. I haven't been below 200.
Yeah, I've never been below 200 since I got there.
That's my goal.
So I've had a beard. I haven't had a beard. I've had a little bit longer hair. I've had a little bit shorter hair. We've been through a process here.
It's been 2 years.
I've wore 3 with the Scenic City.
Well, yeah.
I mean, with the 60-minute Broadway.
Oh yeah.
So I've been dressed up. I've been dressed down. So listen, we're here. All right.
This is the time cap,
and this is the day. The name of this podcast is going to be my Q1 test trial on myself. I'm running a science experiment on myself. And this science experiment is I will give the name of it once I start posting videos.
Yeah, once it actually starts giving some results, whether that be good or bad.
Once I start performing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna video it and we're gonna put it together. And we're gonna
performing it.
We're going to become the number one podcast for this brand. Ethan, this is doable.
God damn it.
There's a bunch of things that haven't been doable. This is doable.
You just said performing it.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
So this is what it is. It's
no. Don't spoil it.
It's a piece of equipment, right?
Did you have to get it installed into your house?
No.
Okay.
It comes in a box, Ethan. It comes in a...
For everyone wondering, I was worried that Gunner Miller was attempting to strip.
No. So it comes in a... Tia sent me a picture of it when it arrived today, but let's just say, like say you get a Christmas present that's a rectangle or like
it comes a box. Yeah.
About
is it
that size?
Is it just a piece of equipment that's handheld?
I'll just say this: it is inside of that box. There are potentially 5 things. 3, let's call 3 of them that are used. 1 that is to assist, and 1 that is to put it together and stand.
Okay.
People who know what this is, they'll catch that.
Okay.
And eventually, I promise you, because I've watched the trends on these YouTube videos, it's not like these trends are getting 100,000 views, but there's a cult following on these trends, and we will be a part of that. I promise you.
Okay.
So the reason
it's not an actual cult. It's just cult following.
Just a cult following.
Okay, just make sure. Yeah, I'm not signing anything.
Just a small group of people that have bought into this that
are really into it.
Are willing to take their outside of the box thought and like you have to go all in to these type things because you can't just he tells you to do it the way it's supposed to be done. Not to add anything, not to do anything else. Do it the way I'm telling you to do it. And you will see results.
Okay.
The people that don't see results are the ones that think it's like a magic pill
Yeah.
and you don't have to work real hard. You still have to work really hard.
Now, Gunner, do I need to get one of these?
So here's what I'm going to do, Ethan. If I think that this thing works, I will buy you one.
Okay. And I will use it.
I'll let you use it. I'll bring it in next Thursday or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm going to start doing that. Like to my friends,
Yeah.
to prove a point, I'll be like, if you use it, I will buy you one.
Okay.
Because if it works the way it's supposed to work,
if it works like he says it does,
if it works like he says it does, I don't even know
this is a game changer for you?
Who I am is going to be weird because everything that I am
says this is wrong.
Oh
no.
Okay, so the diet, I'll tell you the diet.
Okay.
And I started the diet before I started the program.
Fair enough.
And I started researching this guy early December. Like I said, read the book, listened to the book, took notes on the book, listened to his first podcast, which was with Dave Asprey, if you want to try to figure it out. And then listen to all the other podcasts that he's been on.
Ancillaries.
And this one could be a podcast that he would come on. I promise you.
Okay. I'm excited. You're getting me excited.
And, I'll even say this. The thing that made him money originally and where this idea actually came from, Tony Robbins partnered with him and bought it.
Okay.
Not this, but the other thing.
Okay. So he's got some clout.
Yeah, he's not like a doctor. He's a doctor, but he's a like a literature doctor, like whatever you call that.
Yeah.
So
he writes. He doesn't practice.
He understands the research.
Okay.
And he knows where to say like good research and bad research. He's not the guy that's like, you're going to sell me on that. He's like, show me.
Yeah.
Show me. Give me 100 people that did that, and I want to see all the results.
Yeah.
So anyways, started doing all this research about a month ago. I started trying to work into carnivore 1 meal a day fasting about that time. It's a good time around the holidays because then you can just not eat and then eat for the holidays. So I kept having carbs and stuff. Some days I'd have less carbs than others, but my last meal with carbs was our New Year Day traditional meal.
Okay.
But that was my only meal of that day.
Okay.
And since then, I have not had a carb. All right.
So you're going full keto?
No. Kinda.
Keto
is not a diet. Keto is how the body works. But I'll explain. That's a big misconception that he talks about.
Okay.
So yes, I am.
I've actually heard of this.
I'm going to be keto, but it's not because I'm on a keto diet.
Yeah.
It's just because that's the only way my body's going to function with no carbs. So on Monday, Saturday was New Year's Day. So that was my last carb. Me and Marcus went to wrestling, pay-per-view. Then Sunday, I fasted. Monday, I had my first meal. I ate at 2 p.m. and I ate steak. All right. I ate about a pound of ribeyes. And that was it. At work. In our new office, we got a sweet kitchen set up. Got the air fryer there. I bought my steaks on Monday for the week, which is ridiculously expensive currently. We need to get the meat prices down. But when that's the only thing you buy, it's not.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, I spent less money this week on food buying steaks than I normally do.
Wait, hold on. You mentioned the air fryer though, and I have to ask: did you air fry your steaks?
That's the only way to do your steaks.
Okay.
I can teach you the recipe.
Yeah, I just recently got an air fryer.
Oh, that's dude. I'm about to get you ready to roll.
Oh yeah.
Because I promise you, when you go to the grocery store and you buy 8 steaks, and it's like $140. Or whatever it is, right? Yeah. 8 steaks might be 6 pounds or 5.5 pounds, and it ends up being $100. There's $20 a steak right now.
Listen, man, I got some fried rice at home tonight that I need to make.
Finish that up. We'll start slow.
But here's my thing. I'm gonna go buy some steak after this.
Okay.
So I'll have steak.
So you got these steaks, and then But if you only eat the steaks, and you're not trying to be as big as me,
no.
So I'm having to eat. I'm getting all of this. I'm having to eat more.
Yeah.
You could get away with literally fasting for multiple days.
Yeah. 100%.
Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
So bought my steaks. I had one steak on Monday, 2:00. And one steak on Tuesday, 2:00. Ate about close to 2 pounds on Tuesday. I ate a pound on Wednesday. And then there's a supplement that came in last night that I can't mention currently because I'd give it away. But there's a supplement that comes with it. It's a protein powder that is 99%. What's the word? Like your body takes it in. I'm an idiot right now. I sound like a freaking
Metabolic?
no,
What?
fucking retard. Absorption rate.
Yeah.
Your body absorbs 99% of it, scientifically proven.
Okay.
Right? Like
Wow.
your body only takes in 32% of a steak as far as protein. The rest of it is like waste. If you're looking at protein powder, it's like 20% or something. So like 50 grams of protein, you get 20% of that. So this thing is equivalent to 50 grams of protein powder. So I do that at night, right before I go to bed. And then that came in last night. So I had that. So today, all I've had is water, my 0 sugar energy drink. And then I had another steak at 2 p.m. And I'll drink that protein supplement tonight that has 4 calories in it right before I go to bed. So I've had 0 carbs since the new year, right? And today, like last night, I had my headache, and that was the first withdrawal. Like it finally hit me. And I didn't sleep good last night, slept terrible. Struggled getting up this morning just because when you sleep good, or you sleep bad, you don't get up well. And, my headache went away around right before I came here, honestly, about 4 or 5 p.m. So, fought through it, and I think I'm good right now. Like I remember carnivore last time, and there was a couple of days where I was like, God. And honestly, I cheated. So last time when I was doing it, I would do the steaks during the day, but if I would get that point to where I was so hungry or like my head was hurting, I would order McDonald's, but I would get 2 quarter pounders or a quarter pounder without the bun. So I was still eating, like just a dash of ketchup, mustard, pickles, and onions with the cheese on the burger. So that was like my cheat meal, which is still barely a cheat meal. And this guy with the science, Ethan, here's a great fact for you that I've never heard this fact. Do you know McDonald's meat is some of the best meat you can buy?
Actually, yes, I did.
And if you get sick from a McDonald's burger, they can trace it back to the cow that got you sick.
Yeah. I've said this since the former president said it. McDonald's is the better food. It's obviously not good food, but it's probably the best food you can get if you're looking at fast food.
So he said the French fries are bad. They're not food.
Oh, yeah.
The Cokes are terrible. He said he would
100%.
he would never let anybody drink a Coke.
I will say this. I did go through drive-through at McDonald's to get a burger.
Yeah.
Without the bun.
Uh-huh.
But I will tell you, my craving for soda has not been anywhere near what it was when I actually drank soda for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
But being in that McDonald's drive-thru, seeing him pour somebody a Sprite, man, I need that. I wanted that McDonald's Sprite so bad.
You just wanted that burn in your throat, didn't you?
I just needed it. But I didn't get it. I haven't had soda for 2 years.
Look at you, man. And I was drinking more sodas than I had been in the last year. More like Diet Cokes and stuff. I'd still drink regular ones, but more diets than not. So, anyways.
Anyway.
So the meat thing. I'm back to the meat, and we're good. So tomorrow I got my steaks are already ready. I got to figure out what I'm going to do on the weekends. Am I going to do like the McDonald's double quarter pounders and kind of give myself that little bit of leeway there? Because obviously, a couple carbs aren't going to kill you. But, if you, like in a Coke, you get 40 carbs. So, in a cheese and some onions, you're not. All right. So there's that. So there's the diet, but it involves a lot of fasting and not just like 16-hour, 20-hour fasting. This guy recommends not eating every day. Like he recommends starting out 1 meal a day and then building up once your withdrawals go away and you're in ketosis because your body runs off fats and your body's running off of that has no simple carbohydrates or no, long-term carbohydrates in its body or any grains. So it's just got to run off fats and ketones, which is the way we're supposed to be running in the first place. So once that happens, you're good. And you don't necessarily have to eat.
No.
But you need to eat within 72 hours. He said he thinks that there is benefits to going longer than that, but there's no science to prove it. So he refuses to do it until somebody's willing to do the science on it, but he's not going to be the guinea pig. He wants other people to do it. So, I'm probably going to throw in some 48-hour fast so that I can hit the benefits of autophagy, because we've went on a bunch of autophagy rants around here, and we thought it was at 16, 18 hours, but really autophagy can set in after 24 hours up to 72 hours. And that's where your cells, remember guys, recycled themselves. Mm-hmm. So this workout that I'm going to be doing, Ethan, I'm just going to say this. It's variable resistance.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's not what it's called. That's what the workout is. Mm-hmm. Guys that were doing variable resistance started out in Ohio, strongman training, guys that I used to follow and did their training when I was in college.
Yeah.
Band training. So, but their band training was you added bands to weights, right? And those are always hard workouts, but it was still kind of unsafe the way we'd do them. So variable resistance is being able to use the right amount of weight at the right phase of the lift to stimulate the most muscle growth. So like you're 7 times stronger than the weight you can lift.
Okay.
Because it's not safe for you to lift it. Like, you want to know how strong you are? However much weight you can put on your back. That's how strong you are. But can you go down and pick it back up? No, you can't. But that's how strong we are as a human. Mm-hmm. It's just how strong are you in certain parts. So, power lifters and train for skill, but the majority of their lifting is their ligaments and their joints. So what do they hurt? What do they tear? Their bicep tendon. They tear, like, you don't tear your bicep, you rip your bicep tendon.
Off the bone.
Yes. You don't rip the muscle. You do that if like high impact, but lifting weight, you don't. You rip the bicep tendon. You rip the pec tendon. It rolls up. That's the stuff that's bad. So, I've spotted them with heavyweight, man. It sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
So this guy figured out a way to reverse engineer muscle stimulus.
Okay.
How to put the most poundage, force and pressure and stimulus on a muscle in the safest way possible in the least amount of time.
I like all of this.
It's exactly what I would have never thought. When you think working out and getting big, you think pain and gain. No pain, no gain. Right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the 70s, pumping iron.
Yeah.
You work out 4 hours a day, you eat your foods, whatever. I've done it. It's worked. It's worked. But here's what I've noticed. I peaked. Unless I take some supplements or whatever, I peak. So, like, you've seen me now for 3 years, call it. Mm-hmm. I've gotten, at some phases I'm bigger, some phases I'm smaller, but in general,
you stay around the right range.
I've looked the same.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Here or there. What? Half an inch here, half an inch there?
Yeah. With me seeing you every week, it's not noticeable. But if we were to look at the first Chat with Gunner versus today, you'd probably see a massive difference.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, really?
Probably not.
Actually,
I weigh almost the exact same.
Oh, okay. But
I've weighed I have averaged. So here's what people say. Like, I weigh this. Okay. Yeah. What's your average weight for the year? Has anybody ever weighed every day and then been like, I weighed this in 2022 or 2021, whatever.
Yeah.
So, through like my scale adapt is on my phone.
Yeah.
It just goes to it. So I've averaged 221 pounds for 2021.
Okay.
I've been as high as 245 and I've been as low as 205. And I've averaged 221.
Okay.
I was 245 for a very short amount of time. But out
of choice.
I was in the low 230s for a long time. And then I was in the 215s for a while. So 221 is about where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm the same guy, man. I've been the size for ever. But when I would weigh, and I've looked different at different sizes, at different weights, at the same weight. I've looked, at 230 I've looked good, and 230 I've looked bad. 240 I've looked good, I've looked bad. 205 looked good, looked bad, whatever. So this is supposed to. I don't even want to say can't say the amount yet.
Just don't.
This is supposed to. Let's just say.
Again, is this a game changer? Will this be enough of the push over the edge of whatever plateau you're on to get you on the other side? Or will you just look better on your plateau?
So
if the results are 100% effective.
If the results happen the way I think that they will happen, I will be in a calorie deficit for the most part.
Yeah.
Or close to that. I will gain muscle and I will lose fat.
Okay.
The thing that I think is impossible. Scientifically. But
with your
the science I've been reading is people eating a diet of all the macros, which is fats, carbs, and proteins, trying to figure out the perfect combination with cheat meals and all that stuff. This is simple. You eat meat, you drink water, you take one supplement, which is a fancy like amino acid supplement. Some days you don't eat. You can have caffeine. As long as you don't go over 50 calories during your fast, you're still in your fast. So, I mean, like those little drinks are 4 calories, or energy drinks, 5, 10 calories, whatever. Coffee's 5 calories, whatever.
As long as you don't go over 50 calories.
Yeah. So you'd have to drink 10 cups of coffee to go, whatever. And then you eat once a day, maybe. And then you use this thing, and you
just do that every day.
Exert yourself to failure.
Okay.
In a very short time frame. It blows my mind. In a very short time frame, every day. And this happens.
It just happens.
So for me, here's why I'm doing it. With Tia's new job in a different city, our schedule, my, I guess, burned outness, more so
you're looking for something new.
Yes, I need something. I need a switch up. I need something. I need something to challenge me, something to sink my teeth into.
You'll probably go through this, not to hate on it before even knowing what it's called. You'll probably go through this and then be invigorated to do what you've always done, or switch it up because this works that well.
Yeah,
either or.
This is what I tell the people that I've told this about.
Yeah,
I've said, if I'm right, as in I don't think this is going to work. If I'm right, I'm right. I've always been right, and I'll continue to be right. And it takes 6 months to get jacked. It's not a big deal for me.
Oh, well.
If I'm wrong,
this could be the best way to be wrong.
And it works. One, we'll save money because I'm canceling every gym membership I have. 2, I have a portable gym to take anywhere with me in the world. 3, I no longer have to work out for hours at a time and have to commute. It takes 10 minutes. 4, I'm going to worry about like my psyche because I don't know how I'm going to handle it.
Well, if it works, it breaks your conceptions of all of you known for the past, 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that could be good.
But he does say this also, and this is where I kind of agree with him. He goes, if you're an athlete, you're a runner, a sprinter, whatever, a wrestler, whatever it is, he goes, when I say don't do cardio, and I only do this machine for 10 minutes a day, and you'll get jacked. He goes, that's for guys that aren't athletes. Like, you can use it to help you get your strength up, but also you have to do the sport. You can't just like do this and then you go hope you're good at the sport. Like, you've got to, if you're a wrestler, you have to condition. Your cardio is not cardio. Your cardio is sport conditioning to wrestle. Boxing, you got to do 10 rounds. Wrestling, you got to work up to 15, 20 minutes of continuous movement and slamming while talking to someone.
This is more like a leaning out, muscle building
This is an
fat
this
loss
is an
kinda thing.
aesthetic health system.
'Kay.
To maximize your strength, limit the amount of injury to yourself in your joints, your ligaments, and your bones
Okay.
and your muscles, and allow you to use maximum force every day in the
Okay.
shortest amount of time. I hope I'm wrong. Because
Sounds
I'm
efficient.
going to be a little frustrated if I'm right. Well,
Yeah.
I hope I'm right that he's wrong and wrong that he's right.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. I'm going to video a large majority of it. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll video it.
Just send it over to me and we'll make a video of it.
And yeah.
I'll edit it together.
And I'm going to, I know my weight when I started, I was in the 220s. We're going to see what my weight is at the end. I took a picture the last day I went to a gym, which was New Year's Day.
Okay. What are the time frames we're working with here?
I'm doing a quarter.
Okay.
So at the end of the first quarter, I'm making a decision.
Okay.
Does this work? Does this not work? But I'm going to do it every day.
Okay.
Every single day. And I'm only going to eat meat.
I mean, hey, that's like a caveman kind of diet, right? Like it's
so they say the paleo primal caveman diet, was meats and berries and nuts.
Yeah.
So this guy made an extremely great point. And
is this like paleo adjacent?
No, it's just meat. Like this is more like he calls us like upright, what are hominids or whatever.
Hominids,
yeah. So he goes, think about like where you live. He said, take away the cities, take away everything. Just think we're just places roaming with animals and wildlife. He goes, where would you find carbs? And when would you find them? He said, how do we get to where we are if we had to have carbs? So carbs is not a macronutrient for the human body.
No.
Carbs is a money machine for industries. And
I mean, it's a quick delivery system for energy for humans.
But now he does say,
it.
This is what he says. He does say like there's types of carbs like man, I'm messing up. Whatever, you can buy them in their powder like Dexogen or whatever, fructose or whatever it is, dextrose powder and stuff like that. He said if you want to rocket fuel your workout, you take half your body weight in grams of just carb powder because it just goes in and out and it'll be done in 10 minutes. Yeah. But it will deliver all the results to your muscles. So it'll just make you vascular and just give you glycogen in your muscles to repair, but you don't need it. But he said if you want to, it's called like hyperplasia or plasma or something like that. I don't know, but that's too scientific for me. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to hold off on that. See, what I used to do is I'd work out and I'd eat a Little Debbie. If I was going like carnivore or no carb, I'd work out, eat a Little Debbie. And I would just get very vascular to send all the stuff to my body. Mm-hmm. I'd recover, sit in the sauna, I'm done. But now, here we go, man. I don't know.
All right.
But
we'll see.
It's listen, it's a short podcast. We good?
I mean, hey. We can talk a little bit. We can make it, even 50. Okay. Talk a little bit, catch up just on the random stuff. Because you seemed pretty intent on telling me that the Matrix sucks.
Yes. So when we ended the last show, it went like this. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch the old Matrix. I'm going to watch the new one.
The new one, yeah.
And you said, and when you spark noted it, that it's kind of like the first one.
It's a reboot.
But a beginning that's different.
Yes.
So, and as an expert beginning of the Matrix watcher, because I can only watch the beginning.
Yeah.
I've seen that part, right? Several times. Probably 10 or 15 times over my life. I can't get past the same part. And I start watching it. And I kind of like the vibe it's given off at the beginning. The new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like feels a little Wicky. Little John Wick, because he looks like John Wick.
Yeah.
Just
feels good.
I like that Keanu, I like that guy. And then, dude, it just goes into the Matrix.
And that's that. I'm going to tell you this: when I watched Matrix 4 myself, I got about 30 minutes into past where they go in back into the Matrix, or they get out of the Matrix, I should say.
Yeah.
Where it's the dystopian stuff.
Yeah.
And he's talking to the general or whatever, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie to you. That's where it's just like, you had a good thing going with explosions and shit, and I haven't heard a gun go off in like the last 10 minutes. I need guns.
Yeah.
I need something to stimulate me, because you're just talking about pseudoscience at this point, and whatever the hell. I can't do it.
Yeah. So I promised you I was gonna watch it, and I fell asleep in no shit 30 minutes.
I can believe it.
Um,
Because there's the interesting part, and then there's the part that the whole movie's about, and that's not the interesting part.
yeah, I just wanted to see the new Keanu,
Yeah.
and then that was it.
I mean, it's
And they didn't give me the right Morpheus, so
that's
Yeah, there,
this whole
bro.
thing. I think they even said, Lawrence Fishburne even said, like, I wasn't even called.
I mean, you kidding me?
Here's the thing. I have come under the realization, or the assumption, I should say, that this movie, Lana Wachowski, the director, whose sister didn't come back,
Yeah.
was basically under the exact same line that I mentioned last week.
Yeah.
From the guy in the movie talking about the game that Keanu that Anderson makes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're contractually we're forcing you to make a 4, and if you don't make it, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
And because it's your baby, you're not gonna say
Yeah.
no to it. So contractually, I think the Wachowski sister had to come back, and they probably had a conversation between the two of just like, do you want to do it? I don't want to do it. Will you do it? Yeah, I'll do it. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, one of them had to come back just to make sure
Yeah.
that their legacy isn't tainted.
They made a 30-minute movie, then threw the other one in there.
Yeah.
And just
basically.
shot it in 2021.
And they even, the meta conversation about it is, oh yeah, I was forced to make this. So if it sucks, it sucks. And I'm not sorry.
I mean, listen, you diehard Matrix guys out there, I ain't bashing you. I love some stupid movies that you don't like. I promise.
Listen, I've heard a lot of people talking about them. The second and third movies are not good.
Yeah.
A lot of people hold up the car chase scene from the second one as like, oh, this is how it's a good movie.
Mhm.
No, you can have good scenes in bad movies.
Yeah.
You can have good movies come from bad like ideas,
Yeah.
sure, but the first movie is the only one that really matters. That was good.
Right.
The other ones are meh. And realistically, the Wachowski sisters are the one-hit wonders of cinema, because they made the first movie that was so good. It was a one-hit wonder.
It was just good timing.
Yeah, and it was. That's realistically what it was. So this fourth movie, yeah, I'm not even that. Unlike the Edgar Wright movies, I'm not that really upset that you didn't watch it.
And you know what? I can probably go back and give those another shot one day,
Yeah, someday.
because they're not that.
Yeah, the Edgar Wright movies are good popcorn flicks.
Yeah.
You just have to be in the right mood, in the
Yeah.
right setting.
I gotta be awake.
Want to be? Yeah,
I can't watch them tired,
yeah.
and that's my problem. I
You
get
watch
home
stuff
late and
tired.
watch
Yeah,
things
yeah,
tired.
yeah.
So I
I get it.
need to watch it on a Sunday when Tia's
Mhm.
tired of me and doesn't want, like, you know. I got
Go away
nothing to do.
for an hour and a half.
Yeah. You know.
Makes sense.
That's it though, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in isolation for a week, so this was good. I needed this.
Yeah, you got that that bug, man.
Yeah, got the big sick. And I'm really not that sick. I didn't even know I had. Okay, we're back.
We're back?
We're back.
It's
We're back.
alive.
We're live. Okay. You lost for a second there. I don't know if it recorded anything in the interim, but we definitely have what we had.
Well,
So,
that's a good thing
Yeah.
about the Mac.
yeah, the Mac doesn't crash.
It came
that's
back.
That's what's important. You
Well,
can't see my.
let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hey guys, sorry that was a very unprovoked podcast, I guess.
It's the first of the year.
But it's something that you guys need me to do. Sometimes I feel like I get a calling to my friends and the people that listen to me,
Yeah.
because I am very persuasive when it comes to like working out and supplements and like, we'll just say this: I've put a bunch of people on a bunch of shit. So I kind of feel like I'm the experiment out of the group. So I'm gonna do an experiment on myself, and if it works, man. Plus, dude, your boy's gotta get in the best shape of his life for a Samoan wedding, because that means my shirt's off.
Oh shit, yeah, I totally forgot. That's a thing you have to plan for now.
So that's all. I'm also trying to get like the leanest, but also like the fullest. The leanest, fullest I've ever been.
It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
But if this guy can tell me that I can lose fat and gain muscle, I don't give a shit what it costs.
Shit, I'm going to that wedding.
I'm
I need to lose weight too.
I'm
Shit.
falling for the magic pill, man. They said blue pill, red pill. What would this pill be?
The green pill.
The green pill. I'm taking the green pill today.
He's not getting high. Well, he may do that, but
No, I'm wearing a green sweater.
Okay.
Only thing in my body: energy drinks, meat, salt, pepper, water.
You only salt and pepper your steaks?
Because last time I was doing other stuff, I had sugars in
Oh, fair enough.
BCAAs. And that's it. I might not even eat every day. I'm in my 220s right now. Check in. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm sure I'll probably have some things to say as we go along. But I really just want to present it at the end. I think that's the best way to do it. So, all right. I'm out of here. Go like us on YouTube. Go to Apple Podcasts. Go to Spotify. Do your things. Leave reviews. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. Might need to throw some... generate some more ads on this and for 2022 and get ready to roll. All right, boys. Appreciate it. Bye.